good Monday evening. It is weather for Weather Geeks, the 21st day of June, and it's been a very busy day, a very busy few days across the area. I wanted to start out this evening by looking at the storm reports for the eastern, say, half of the country over the last 72 hours. Look how much severe weather there has been since late last week and into the weekend. Lots of reports of wind damage and hail. Last night we had, I believe it was an EF3 tornado out here in the suburbs of Chicago. That was all part of basically a derecho that moved through parts of Illinois, northern Indiana, southern Michigan, and then it fizzled a little bit coming into northwest Ohio, but it's still, parts of it rolled through here early this morning. Closer to home today, we had one band of damage from Ashtabula County over to Crawford County. A lot of damage, a lot of tree problems down towards Pittsburgh, and in our television viewing area, most of the problems with tree damage was in Columbiana County. No surprise, and I'll show you what the radar looked like in just a moment. A couple of these reports called into the National Weather Service. Trees down on wires in Hanoverton, over towards Lisbon, wires down on Black Road in Center Township, then down towards Laycroft and into the Calcutta area. We had a tree that fell on a car, knocked out a window on Connell Street, and numerous trees down in Calcutta, across the state line into Ohioville. Numerous trees down and power outages reported, all with the band of storms that moved through mid-afternoon. Now, the radar is quieter this evening, but this really came in three waves today. We had a daybreak wave that was a little bit unexpected, honestly, that moved through right around 6:30 to 8 o'clock this morning. Then we had kind of a midday cluster that did not impact that many places, but did roll through parts of the area around lunchtime. There's the first one. After a break, here's that second one. Then we had a midday break, and by early afternoon, we got put under a severe thunderstorm watch, and this rolled through, and the show was pretty much over by about 3 to 3:15. Wanted to show you the velocity data off the Pittsburgh radar as this rolled through Columbiana County. We had some Doppler radar winds clocked at 60-plus miles per hour, where you see those brighter greens, teals, and blues, basically right along or near Route 30 and heading down towards 39 in southern parts of Columbiana County. That was a doozy of a storm that moved through. All right, this evening, all of the heavy action is off to our south and east. Still some severe thunderstorm watches out for parts of New England, heading down into central PA and into West Virginia. There's a little bit of light rain on the back edge of this, kind of behind the front, that might just graze us as we head through the late evening tonight. Might get clipped by just a touch of rain, 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m. But the bigger story is going to be the air mass change, which is already underway in parts of our area. I think we've officially had a frontal passage now in Youngstown and up towards the Youngstown-Warren Airport. The dew point, instead of 70, is closer to 60. Look at those delicious dew points to our north and west. Chicago 42 and Lansing 50, and that is what's coming our way. Here's a look at some rain gauges for the last 24 hours. About a half an inch or so in the Calcutta, Laycroft, East Liverpool area. 3/4 of an inch over the last 24 hours. Downtown Youngstown, that's up on our roof here. And pretty similar numbers up towards Girard and Churchill and into the McDonald area. 0.45 Newton Falls, and about a half an inch was pretty common in much of Mercer County. All right, last night, a little after 11 p.m., we officially made it to the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. So yesterday and today kind of tied as the longest days of the year. We lost a fraction of a second of daylight today, but it really doesn't count. Both yesterday and today, 15 hours, 8 minutes of daylight. Sunrise is at 5:50. Sunset's at 5:58. Now, we've already seen our earliest sunrise. In fact, the sunrise is now a minute later than it was a handful of days ago. But we've yet to see our latest sunset. That comes later this week into the weekend, when the sunset will get as late as 8:59 officially in Youngstown, but depending on where you live, it can be a minute or two different. In the western part of Trumbull, Mahoning, Columbiana County, sunset, I believe, is officially at 9:01 in some of those communities. All right, better things are coming over the next few days. Not buying any of the green blotches on our radar tomorrow, our futurecast, I should say. Sunshine in abundance. Also sunshine in abundance for Wednesday's high pressure drifts across. We'll be in good shape through Thursday. Now, it will be quite cool tomorrow. I tweeted earlier today that the record low maximum for Tuesday is 55, which is like crazy because the second coolest, June 22nd, is 68. So that 55 is really an anomaly. So our forecast for tomorrow is 67. That would be good for the second coolest, June 22nd on record. And wow, what a change in the dew points. Remember how nice it felt early last week before the humidity came back in at the end of the week? We're going to see a repeat of that over the next couple of days. It's going to take until the weekend before the muggies return. All right, looking at the temperature departures from average over the next 10 days. 14 below average tomorrow. Our average high tomorrow is 81, not even close tomorrow. We'll get a little bit closer Wednesday, and then pretty good warm-up at the end of the week. I've got mid-80s in the forecast for Friday. But beyond that, I don't think we're going to deviate a whole lot from average looking at the longer range. And officially at the Youngstown Warren Airport, we have not hit 90 yet this season. Not all that unusual. I think tomorrow is actually the 30-year average date of the first 90 of the season. So it's not crazy or anything to not see a 90 just yet. But I think through the end of June, we are 90-free. It'll be probably sometime in July before we see a temperature starting with the number 9. All right, quieter days ahead, but we'll find lots of interesting things to talk about on future editions of Weather for Weather Geeks this week. Thanks as always for watching, and have a great night.